Good afternoon. It is a Sunday, September 27, and I am Mikhail Johns with your latest newscast here on NewsTalk 93 FM. We begin with the headlines. Jamaica's Early Childhood Development Program to be presented by Inter-American Development Bank IDB. People's National Party councillor for the Bensonton Division, Lydia Richards, has reportedly made an about-turn and will not take part in today's candidate selection process in Sentan Southeastern. Richards was challenging Member of Parliament Lisa Hanna for the right to represent the party in that constituency for upcoming parliamentary elections. Richards told sources late Saturday that she was still in the race despite having issues with the delegates list. It was, however, learned later on that Richards had taken a decision not to participate in the selection exercise. It is further alleged that Richards did not formally notify the party of her withdrawal. Meanwhile, political aspirant Dr. Dennis Minot has responded to P.J. Patterson's appeal for an end to infighting among People's National Party PNP members. He says that the problem began in the party with them forcing candidates on constituencies. He added that the problem lies within both the PNP and their opposition, the Jamaica Labour Party JLP. He argues that the candidates sent to rural constituencies in particular rarely stay connected. Patterson last week made the comments against the background of bitter internal strife in the ruling party, as at least 5 sitting parliamentarians have faced challenges in recent weeks. For the first time in decades, skygazers are in for the double spectacle Monday at approximately 1:18 a.m. of a swollen supermoon bathed in the blood-red light of a total eclipse. The celestial show will be visible from the Americas, Europe, Africa, West Asia, and the East Pacific. It will be the result of the Sun, Earth, and a larger-than-life extra-bright moon lining up for just over an hour. The moon will not only be brighter than usual, but bigger than usual. The moon will be at its closest orbital point to Earth, called perigee, while also on its brightest phase. The resulting supermoon will look 30% brighter and 14% larger than when at apogee, the farthest point. And though Earth will take position in a straight line between the moon and the sun, blotting out the direct sunlight, some light will creep around Earth's edges and be filtered through its atmosphere, casting an eerie red light that creates the blood moon. The last super blood moon, only the 5th recorded since 1900, was in 1982, according to the NASA Space Agency, and the next will not be until 2033. An Ananda alert has been activated for 13-year-old Jermaine Logan and 17-year-old Ori Harriet, both wards of the state at the St. Augustine Place of Safety in Clarendon, who have been missing since last Wednesday. Jermaine is of dark complexion and slim build, while Ori is of a brown complexion, slim build, and is approximately 5 feet 7 inches tall. Reports from the Chapelton Police are that Jermaine and Ori were last seen at about 9:30 a.m. at the facility and have not been heard from since. Jermaine's mode of dress at the time he went missing is unknown. However, Ori was wearing a red shirt and blue jeans. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Jermaine Logan and Ori Harriet is being asked to contact the Chapelton Police at 987-2244, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. In our regional story, Education Minister Peter St. John has announced that all schools that were still closed due to the effects of Tropical Storm Erica will reopen tomorrow. St. John, however, said classes will resume on a shift system. In making the announcement, the minister said 8 schools in some of the hardest-hit communities remained closed weeks after the storm lashed the island. The shift system, he explained, will see 2 schools operate in one building at different times. One session will begin at 8 a.m. in the morning and end at 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, while the other one begins at 1 p.m. and ends at 5 p.m. Transportation will be provided for all students. Following the passage of Tropical Storm Erica, several schools were closed. The storm rampaged the island, killing more than 30 people and causing an estimated $600 million EC in widespread destruction. And now for international news. France has carried out its first airstrikes against Islamic State IS militants in Syria. French planes destroyed a training camp in the eastern town of Deir al-Zor, this according to President François Hollande. A U.S.-led coalition has been carrying out airstrikes against IS in Syria and Iraq for more than a year. Speaking in New York, Hollande said a political solution was needed to end the Syria crisis. However, President Bashar al-Assad could not be part of it. France, like the UK, has previously confined its airstrikes against the Islamic State group to Iraqi airspace. And now to wrap up this newscast, we give you the headlines once more. Jamaica's Early Childhood Development Program to be presented by Inter-American Development Bank IDB. People's National Party PNP Councillor for the Benson-Turner Division, Lydia Richards, pulls out of candidate race, and a super blood moon to give show tonight. And that's it for the latest news broadcast here on NewsTalk 93 FM, and I am Mikhail Jomo Johns wishing you a good afternoon.